With the range of consoles available on various websites, some interesting things can be found at lower prices, catering to certain interests. Sometimes we just want to play SNES games or try out some PS1 games, and don't need to spend a lot of money to do so. And this is the case with the SNES Mini, which is a games machine that offers a nostalgic experience, bringing back the classics of video games. This console is designed to support games from various classic platforms, such as SNES, NES, and FC, Famicom, providing an extensive library of over 4,800 built-in games. The feature that makes it stand out is its ability to work with both wireless and wired controllers, offering flexibility in the way games are played. The console is part of a growing trend of retro gaming devices that seek to capitalize on the nostalgia of classic games, allowing players to relive their childhood memories or explore titles they may have missed. As for its emulation capacity, it's similar to that of a Nintendo DS, meaning it can run Game Boy, NES, and SNES well, although there are a few caveats here. Heavier games, such as those using the DSP-4 chip, like Top Gear 3000, will have problems running here. This chip was responsible for helping to design the tracks, especially when they had forks, which was a unique feature of this game at the time. In addition, games that use the Super FX chip, such as Star Fox, will also have problems. Emulating these chips well is complex indeed. The Super FX chip creates a hardware-accelerated 3D gaming experience on a console. Finally, Sega games, such as Virtua Racing, which use the Sega Virtua Processor or SVP chip, may have problems. I imagine that this is the only game that uses this chip. This chip allowed for a significant increase in the number of polygons rendered, thus improving the console's graphic capabilities for displaying 3D graphics. Apart from these minor obstacles, it's a good console for enjoying classic games for between $20 and $25. Moving on to the GR3000, which costs around $40 with two controllers, this device stands out for its 5.1-inch high-definition screen, providing a clear and vibrant view of the games. It supports a variety of classic gaming platforms, including Famicom, PS1, and MIME, which suggests broad compatibility with different formats of retro electronic games. And here's a caveat, it even runs the PS1, but very poorly, and simpler games are possible. As I'm not a salesman, we should always make things clear. The console comes equipped with an internal memory of 8 GB, offering enough space to store a considerable collection of games. In addition, it has a 2,500 mAh battery, guaranteeing good gaming autonomy before needing to be recharged. The GR3000 offers additional features, such as MP4 support, allowing users to watch videos, and an open system, which may indicate the possibility of installing and playing an even wider range of games than those pre-installed. Its portability, combined with the ability to support 2 players, makes it an option for gaming on the move or shared gaming sessions. It has around 2,000 games and 10 emulators installed. As standard, it may be advisable to replace the SD card that comes with it, as it is likely to be of poor quality. Looking at some reviews of the device, it seems that we have problems with the D-pad and stick and the build quality, but I believe that for the price, between $36 and $40, it can provide a few hours of fun. And now the X50 Max. I think the Max in the name should impress, maybe. It is between 1,500 to 2,000 games, depending on the version, 150 of which are PS1 games, which is its limit. And what I said about the previous one applies. Play simple games and expect some frame drops. The included ROMs are a mixed bag, as you'd expect, with lots of duplicates, tons of Chinese versions, and rightfully forgotten games, but you do get a 128 GB SD card in this price range. Although it should technically run SNES well, most titles are virtually unplayable here, with noisy sound and performance lags. Some simpler games can run, but most of the classics cannot. And the funniest thing is that many PS1 games are actually playable and not as bad as most SNES titles, although there is a bug in the firmware that forces you to run games in full screen mode, as the scaled setting distorts the image. This device comes with 8 GB of internal memory, and in addition, the console supports the free game download function, allowing users to expand their game's library by downloading titles in compatible formats. As an extra, it comes with a 128 GB SD card. A good feature of the X50 Max is its ability to connect to a TV via HDMI output, turning it into a retro games console for the living room, in addition to its portable functionality. The console also supports the use of a wireless controller, allowing 2 players to participate simultaneously, which is ideal for competitive or cooperative games. In terms of design, the X50 Max is described as having a plastic finish and is available in a combination of blue and red colors. The device has a 5-inch 16 by 10 aspect ratio LCD screen with a resolution of 1024 by 768. Colors, brightness, and contrast are not great, but very good, and much better than the original Game Boy monitors, for example. Of course, the dependence on viewing angle is poor compared to IPS screens. One point here is that there is no brightness regulation. As for the buttons, there are 2 slider joysticks that are connected to the function of the buttons on the respective side, which makes the right slider, which is connected to the action buttons, rather useless. Finally, its firmware is locked, right? But I believe that this device, and its price, is good for a few hours of gaming and fun. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching, subscribe if you like, and see you in the next video.